Hey guys, in this video I'll show you the best way to sharpen your image. And with no further ado, let's get started. Edit your image before going on to sharpen it. So for this image, we are going to use a spot healing brush to remove any pimples if there's any on the image. And you can also simply make sure the size is very small and then draw over hair lines like this to remove them from your image. So just make sure the brush size is very small. You can zoom in for more precision and then you go over the hair strays like this. You are going to easily remove them. The reason you should never sharpen your image before retouching them is if you sharpen your image before retouching them, it's going to make the retouching process very difficult and going to make the end result not to look nice at all. So you edit your image, do the full retouching process, color grade and everything before you finally sharpen your image. Sharpening should be the last thing you do before exporting your image. So now that we have removed a few pimples on this model skin, the next thing we are going to do is to retouch our image. And for this image, I'm going to use the Auto Fix FS action. So if you just click on the action like this, it's going to automatically retouch your image for you like this. So here was the before and here is the after. It's a one-click approach to retouch your image, and you can get the action link is in the description. So if you like to contribute just $1 to this channel, you get the action link is in the description and also in the pinned comment. To save you time, it will allow you to edit more images, so you can get the action. It's super affordable. If you have $1, you can get this action. So you can see here was the before applying the action, and here is after applying the action. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to now sharpen the image because we have retouched the image with just that one click. Yes, we can go on to add LUTs, and we can also go on to color grade the skin and whiten the eye and all that. But that's something we have done in a previous video, so you can check the channel for a video on how to color grade your skin tone. I also have a video on a secret code you can use to achieve amazing skin tone. Link is in the description. So for this image, not just to waste your time in this tutorial, we are going to go on to sharpen this image right now. So you can see how beautiful the skin is looking right now. All it needs is sharpening so that it doesn't look blur when we upload it. So to sharpen this image, we are going to duplicate the layer. I'm going to rename camera raw. For this first stage of sharpening, we are going to do it in camera raw. The sharpening comes in two stages. The first is inside camera raw. So come to filter, come to camera raw filter. Now you are going to come to details section in the camera raw. We are going to increase the sharpening like this. After increasing the sharpening all the way to 100, you are now going to increase the radius. What the radius does is going to increase the surface area the sharpening is applied to. So it's going to make the sharpening appear more obvious. So if you increase the radius, it's going to make it appear more obvious. If you reduce it, so you just move the sliders and see the result you get. So that's just basically it. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to increase the details to 30. The details is the amount of sharpening that is going to be applied to the details of the image. Hope you understand that. If you don't, just move the slider to see the effect, and you can leave it at the radius. You can leave it at the level that is looking good. So that is it. The next thing we are going to do, you can hold Alt or Option key. Hold Alt if you are using a PC, hold Option key if you are using a Mac. Then click on the max. Now the max is showing complete white. It means the sharpening is applied to every part of the image. If you start moving it to the right, the slider to the right, you can see some places are now appearing black. The black place are the place that the sharpening is not applied to. The white place are the portion that the sharpening is applied to. So you can use that to fine tune where it's sharpened. So you can see at maxing of 100, only the edges of the image are being sharpened. The lines of the image are being sharpened. You can see that the other parts are not sharpened, while at 0, area is sharpened. So just move it all the way to 30 like this, so that we sharpen major part of the image like the highlights, and leave area like this slightly unsharpened so that it makes the sharpening look more realistic. So that's why we are going to a realistic sharpening that makes our image look beautiful. So you can see that here was before the sharpening, here's after. It's already coming out good and amazing. If you're already liking the result, please smash the like button, like this video at this point, because we are going further to even make the sharpen more realistic, more beautiful and amazing. So you click on OK like this. Here we are. So you can take a look at the before sharpening, see how blurred this image is after sharpening. So you now know that sharpening is a very important part of retouching. Now we are going to remove the sharpening from some areas. So we are going to create a layer mask. Now take your brush, make sure the foreground is black this time so that you can remove. So increase your brush size, make sure your brush is a soft round brush, and reduce the flow to around 30. Now we are going to paint on the lips to remove the sharpening because it was looking very terrible on the lips. If you hold shift and press on the layer mask, it's going to cancel the layer mask. You can see the symbol. So if you cancel, see how the lips is looking. If you apply it, see how the soft lips. The lips is supposed to be soft, so we are going to remove the sharpen effect from the lips like this. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to now create another adjustment layer. So you hold shift control alternate A to create a stand visible layer. Now we're going to name this smart sharpening. So smart sharpen. And now we are going to come to filter, sharpen. We are going to click on smart sharpen. The values here are the values I use the values here. So if you check your own and the values are not amount 250, radius of 1, reduce noise by 10. So that is the value I'm using, and the result I get is amazing. So you can start from this value, try it on your image, see the result you get, and then you can adjust to taste. So this is the value I use. So you can see the amount indicates the amount of sharpening that is going to be applied, the intensity of the sharpening. If you increase it, you can see that your image is going to look super sharpened. Look, it's looking too sharpened. It's not good at all. So we are going to reduce it all the way to 250, something like that. You can see the radius also. The best part of this is you can actually adjust it yourself. So at 0, you can see the radius. While you gradually increase it, you can see exactly how it affects your image. So the radius we are using, we are going to use the radius of 1. So radius of 1. And also the reduce noise, you can also adjust the slider to see how it works. We're going to reduce the noise on the sharpened image. And like I told you, we are going to leave it at 10, just like this. So right now, I'm going to click on OK. We are going to come back into Photoshop. So you can see here was the before and here is the after. This particular sharpening is not advisable to be applied all over the image. So we are going to remove it from some part of the image. How do we do that? We create a layer mask again. Take our brush. This time we are going to create a black layer mask because we want to just apply this smart sharpening to just specific part of the image. So if you press Ctrl I on your keyboard, it's going to remove this effect from every other part of the image. The main part I do like to make very sharpened on my image is the highlights, because when there's a lot of details in the highlights, it makes the image to appear very sharp. So you apply this to the highlights just like this and apply it to the areas you see textures already existing on the image, just these areas like this. I'm going to come to my layer, click on this layer properties, and now if your layer property is showing this, click on the layer mask to make it to show the density and the fader value. So you are going to increase the fader like this so that you are going to blend the effect of the layer mask. Now finally, what we are going to do, we are going to reduce opacity a little bit like this. Now let's take a look at the before and the after. Here was the before. See how blurred this image was. Can you see how blurred it was? And here is the after. This is super amazing. This is very useful and I'm very sure you have learned something new. So please, if you haven't liked this video, please smash the like button. It encourages me to put out more super helpful tips like this. So make sure you smash the like button, like this video, and leave a fire emoji in the comments. I really appreciate those of you that take your time to contribute to the growth of this channel by liking my channel and also leaving a comment on my channel. And don't also forget how we got the smooth skin. We use the auto fix effects. It's a one-click action that you can get. Link is in the description. So this is the best way to sharpen your image. It's super amazing, and I would like you to try it out. You can go on to whiten the eye, whiten the teeth, color grade the skin tone. That is beyond the scope of this tutorial. I would like to keep the tutorial precise and straight to the point, just like the title is. That's why we just go on to sharpen this image. The result is amazing. So subscribe to this channel if you have not, because I'll be putting out more helpful tips, tricks, and photography tutorials. Super happy to be part of your creative journey. See you in another amazing tutorial.